Magicians build their craft on some very basic principles. It's up to the skill and vision of the magician to take those principles to the next level in the design and performance of their illusions.
Oh, you watch my hand.
But at times, these same talents can be employed for some dubious ends, to entice, con, and then rob the unsuspecting or the gullible.
Is that your watch, sir? Okay, sir. There you go.
The difference between the stage magician and the charlatan is really that the stage magician admits on the billhead, I am a trickster by profession. I'll fool you if I can. And the charlatan says, no, I'm really a psychic. I really have this special power.
Joe Nickel works for a nonprofit organization that investigates the darker side of magic. Fortunately, Nickel is also a magician. So when he investigates people who claim to possess extraordinary magical powers, he's less likely to fall for misdirection and more likely to find the fraud.
One of the sayings that we have as advice for people is extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. That is, the more far out or far-fetched the claim is, from a scientific point of view, the more you need to be scrutinizing it, doubtful of it, and demanding good, solid, hard proof of it. Pick an egg out. I just want to show you that these are absolute.
This old gypsy trick, for example, uses a raw egg to supposedly exorcise evil from a person diabolically possessed.
And what we're going to do is just ask you to pick one more. And I'm going to take this. It's another fresh egg just like this. But what I'm going to do is
The egg is passed over the person's body, seemingly absorbing the evil forces.
I'm going to pull this evil influence out of his body. Now I'm going to ask you to just turn around. And as you do that, I want to continue now picking up this evil influence. And as I do, now I'm ready to show, and he will see that this is an amazing, putrid mass full of stringy hair and yucky stuff.
Let's look at that trick again. Keep in mind the two principles of magic Lance Burton talked to us about with the torn tissue trick, misdirection and preparation, which he calls preset. The spiritualist misdirected his victim by having him turn away. Then he switched the good egg with the preset egg hidden in his pocket, which he had prepared in advance with that revolting mixture.
So you can see, if you were not in on the switch of the eggs, this might look like a very mystical and spooky thing. If you're a superstitious person, you might believe that this is evidence of demonic forces.
We're plugging you in on this.
Magic can be used for many things. Entertainment, fraud, just a way to keep yourself entertained if you have too much time on your hands. And the technical sophistication of magic is growing in leaps and bounds. Today, this high-tech future is showcased in the new world capital of magic, Las Vegas. Here, magicians like Siegfried and Roy and Lance Burton and others perform a host of tricks to fool their audiences in the traditional way. But magic has also given way to spectacle. At the Rio Hotel's Carnival in the Sky, technology is the magician. And the magician's stage has been replaced by multimedia environments that blur the line between magic and special effects.
You're not looking for a magic trick. However, a lot of the principles and a lot of the mechanics are similar to the way certain magic illusions may work.
20 years ago, this floating interactive head would have been considered an extraordinary trick. Today, its secret is a little more straightforward.
If you go inside that head, you will be surrounded by computer equipment and all kinds of technology that makes that illusion a reality. There is a vactor, which is an actor, who lives inside the head. His or her mouth and face are hooked up to electrodes.
Oh, look at the little ones with the ice cream.
There are video cameras across the mouth portion of the interactive heads, and as the actor speaks to the public, the animated face or mouth of the character moves in sync.
It's amazing. The music is a bit loud today, so it's...
While traditional magic may have toyed with the individual, in today's mega magic spectacle, the audience is presented with technology on a grand scale. Remember Poggendorf's illusion and the simple tricks that it inspired? At Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, the optical illusion has been shot forward into a new millennium. This tunnel has turned that visual illusion into a mind-boggling and stomach-turning physical experience. The illusion here is that you are spinning, when only the walls of the tunnel are.
Here we are, standing in the middle of an optical illusion. You're going to have the feeling like it is spinning all around you, and you cannot feel where the ground is.
Despite the use of technology to create these Las Vegas spectaculars, the scientific principles behind them remain the same as with all other forms of magic. In the end, magic cannot be defined by the size of the crowd it draws, rather by the sense of wonder it creates. Whether on stage or on the street. Oh my God! In the shadow of Diamond Head, magic will always create a sense of awe and amazement. Because remember, there's more to magic than what meets the eye. See you around.